after Abu Dhabi, I remember being in the lobby of the hotel, and all the fighters were there, and there was a guy from Gracie magazine, right?
Luca?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. He's like, everybody seemed to be happy about. It was like I was part of the family. It wasn't like a foreigner tapped out the prince. You know what I mean? Like Hoyler was like the prodigal son. You know, he was the one that was. Hoyce didn't win world championships in the gi. You know, neither did Hickson. He didn't win any. Like the modern one, the Hoyler was right there. He was the modern Gracie winning everything. Right. The gi, no gi. He was doing MMA. He fought Sakuraba.
Yeah, not cool.
Only Mario Sperry beat him, and Mario Sperry overweighed him.
Yeah. I mean, so Hoyler was the real deal. Henzo too. Henzo and Hoyler were the top modern competitors. So, and I felt like I was Brazilian. I really did. I'm like John Jocks. You know, he's like my father. And and then after in the hotel lobby, they were like showing me the picture of the triangle that Hoyler was in, and Luca was telling me, man, we're gonna put this on the cover of Gracie magazine in the Abu Dhabi. I'm like, whoa, I couldn't believe it. So I was feeling good about that, and I get back to the States, and I'm like excited as hell. I see John Jock, and I'm telling him all about it. And John Jock's wife was right there, and I said, man, they're gonna put me on the cover of Gracie magazine, John Jock. And then his wife goes, they're not gonna put you on the cover of Gracie magazine. And I go, Luca told me they were. And she goes, they're not gonna do. You think they're gonna do that to Hoyler? I'm like, yeah, they told me they were gonna do that. And guess what? She was right. She was right. Not only did they not put me on the cover, but they didn't put that picture anywhere in the magazine of me triangling Hoyler.
Wow. That's crazy. It
was just like one little sentence. Oh, by the way, Eddie Bravo beat Hoyler Gracie. Blah, blah. But then I couldn't fight for third because when I fought Leo, I popped a rib. So I couldn't go on and fight for third place. So they had to bring Hoyler back to fight for third place, and he fought Soka, and he beat him. So Hoyler got third, and
that's great.
They talked about that. Yeah. They showed a cool picture from that fight, but they basically swept that under the rug and buried it. Jean Jacques' wife was 100% right.
Revisionist.
Yeah, and she knew that that they weren't going to do that. So at that point, I felt like the BJJ community right there. I felt like, okay, damn, they don't give a shit about me, and when you combine that with the fact that I was already the no-gi guy at Jean Jacques. I was already like right as a white belt. I'm like, okay, I got into jiu-jitsu because of the UFC. I didn't get into the UFC because of jiu-jitsu. So nobody in the UFC wears a gi except for Hoyce. No one else is wearing a gi. I go, this is going to be a problem at some point, because